के वासी हो? इस हिमालय पहाड़ की ऊंचाई और जोर का इस विश्व में कहीं भी तुम नहीं पाओगे। चमक रहा उत्तुंग हिमालय, यह नगराज हमारा ही है। यह हिमालय पहाड़ पर्वतों का राजा हमारा ही है। कभी पाठ के प्रस्तुत करते हैं।
Munni and her cousin Sila are 6th graders. Today, their geography teacher gives them a lesson based on a poem. He mentions the Himalayan mountains, highest in the world, and goes on to describe the traditions of craftsmanship in India's many regions. For instance, he says, the cloth made in Dhaka before independence was so fine, 72 feet of it could be passed through a ring.
इतनी बारीकी थी उस कपड़े में और इतनी कारीगरी से लोग यहाँ बनाते थे। समझते हो ना?
Munni's region is Mithila, an area of Bihar state that is famous for its painting tradition. Her village, Jitwarpur, lies on the fertile plains just south of the Himalayan mountains. In India, most people live in villages, as Munni does. To an outsider, life in her village may appear unaltered by time, but there are changes, many of which concern women. Recent events and the ways of the past both play a part in Munni's day-to-day world. Munni literally means little girl, but it expresses fondness as well. It is Biba Kumari's nickname. Friends and family all know her as Munni.
Hey, Munni! Tu oil har sama pagi to kato uri to ni rakhal che.
When Munni was small, her mother died. When her father remarried, the family decided that she should come live with her grandparents, where Munni's grandmother could care for her and see to her schooling. Leela is Munni's aunt, but Munni calls her sister. Leela studied to be a teacher in college, but she is working as a professional painter. Munni's uncle Vinod is the only man living at home. Since the family no longer owns farmland, her grandfather lives and works in the city. Vinod too will have to leave the village to make a living. So after graduating from high school, he plans to go on to college and possibly a career in biology or chemistry. Since before the time of Munni's grandmother, women here have painted ceremonial designs on the walls and floors of their homes. In the late 60s, during a drought, a government representative was sent to explore the commercial possibilities of Mithila painting, and he encouraged the women to paint on paper. Their work was well received outside the village, and since that time, it has been marketed as far away as London, Tokyo, Moscow, and New York. The women adapt the style of traditional figure painting, using imagery from folk songs, religious stories, or simply their daily lives.
This painting that you see, for a long time we painted like this on our walls for weddings. At the time of engagements and marriages, we used red color and painted the wedding chamber with designs. In the beginning, these paintings weren't sold. They came from ancient times. But later they began to be sold. Earlier, women's lives were very difficult. But through painting, things became much better. Women aren't nearly so badly off. You can see it. Painting has improved things a lot. Just as my life has changed, so have others. I mean, everyone has benefited. Painting? Munni is learning from me. I started by watching my elder sister. I learned little by little. In time, I realized that one must rely on one's own determination. That is how one learns to paint. Lal Didi is my elder sister. She gave me a lot. By selling her paintings, she helped me a great deal. In college especially. Coming and going to town cost a lot. She covered my bus fare. And later, when I lived in town, my rent was paid from her earnings. And she helped pay for my books too. Lal Didi didn't go to college. She said it wasn't possible for us both, that just one of us should go. Munni will be a better artist than I. She's interested in everything.
Munni gay. Mas neto. Hey, Munni what are you doing? Mandal Bhagan Mandal Hari Jai Siya Ram Jai Siya Ram Bhagan Sudasirathi Ajir Bihari Jai Siya Ram Jai Siya Ram Hirama Pushotman Re Narayana Keshava Govinda Gurja Gunde Damodra Madhava He Krishna Kamlapate Jadupate Sita Pati Vaikuntha Adipate Chiralipate Lakshmi Pate Paimam
Munni's grandmother has begun preparations for the day Leela will be married, though the groom has yet to be found.
It was beautiful. The decorations, the colors, the prancing horses. I saw it all in a dream. We'll see what God means by this. I dreamt of horses. I told the priest, I said, Baba, I'm worried by the dream. And he said, no, it's good, you shouldn't worry. When Leela's married, my body will feel light.
Reassured by the priest, Munni's grandmother begins the clay elephant that will decorate their courtyard on Leela's wedding day. Leela's marriage, like most in India, will be arranged by her parents and uncles. It is harder to arrange a daughter's marriage than a son's. To find a good match, a bride's family is expected to offer a dowry or gifts to the family of the groom.
But Ma, Lal Didi got married without a dowry because she was a good painter. I'm worth something too.
That may be true. But no matter how much a man earns, he won't be satisfied until he gets something from his bride's family.
From an early age, a girl is initiated into her role as a woman, a role traditionally quite different from that of a boy. A girl grows up in the society of women and is expected to learn the skills necessary to manage a household and raise children. A boy is expected to learn the skills that will enable him to support a family. Men often work outside the home, like this craftsman who travels from village to village making quilts for the winter season. Leela could work outside if she pursued teaching. She can paint at home. Occasionally, a buyer visits Jitwarpur, perhaps an art collector from France or the United States, a businessman from Delhi or a Japanese tourist, and Leela has a chance to sell her work. Some years ago, her earnings helped pay for an addition to the house.
Hey, Munni. तो मैंने किताब एक दिन लगा खूब बढ़िया रखने लगी जो कह दिए मास्टर जगह कल सुन लो और एक दिन तो है ना बस
अभी हम लोग अलजेब्रा पढ़ेंगे। अलजेब्रा में है उदाहरणमाला 16 के ख -3abc बाई a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर प्लस c स्क्वायर माइनस ab माइनस ac माइनस BC का
मान निकालो। 2 अंकों के बीच में यदि कोई चिन्ह नहीं हो तो गुना हो जाएगा। अब कहिए तो 3A है तो 3A के बीच में कोई चिन्ह है? नहीं। तो क्या होगा? गुना। ठीक है, तो गुना A हो गया। इसके बाद A और B के बीच में कोई चिन्ह है? नहीं। तो यहाँ क्या होगा? गुना हो जाएगा। तो गुना B हो गया। 4 गुने 4 गुने 4 हो गया। और C का मान कितना है? 4 दिया हुआ है तो लिख दिया 4 गुने 4 गुने 4, 15 हो गया। बराबर आंसर हो गया इसका 15 है। पैर हिलाते हो तुम, गलत बात है, पैर नहीं हिलाना है। उतार लिया इसको? अब ठीक है? अब कहीं दिक्कत नहीं ना है? लिखिए तो एगो सवाल।
Munni's grandmother never went to school, nor does she paint commercially. She learned the old ways from her mother, who taught her the techniques of ritual floor painting. A lotus flower is painted as part of a ceremony of Thanksgiving in the village. Almost every ceremony on Mithila's sacred calendar calls for its own design of floor painting, designs drawn with a paste of rice and water, then accented with red powder. Red is the finishing touch. It gives the drawing life.
तो सिनो नहीं लगा भी अहिना तो राधी सिनो राखी ठनका तो कल ना तक से लगा गली रानी नहीं बन तो ठनका हमने कौन सी तू कल लगा आप किस ने करते जो देखी केना का देवी से जेर देखा छै देखी ना तू छोड़ ना धो दे देखी ना देखा छै है गई बेसी सिन एक मिसा का सिन लगी एटा आइठन दही एना करे एटा आइठन दे एटा आइठन दे रंग लगा के देवी उ सब से ना क दे तै द्वारे कहल हमरा तो अपनो खेती में को बत बहिना द मुनि के इहा संग वहाँ पे चचरी ध्यान छै सब तरह से भोज दे मुनि रे ढाकन में सार नहीं छै हम ये मुनि ढाकन पीस दे और पीस दे ना पीस दे ना ठीक है कर ले पीस दे हमने कल बाद में तो बड़ी काल कहली पीस दे सही द्वारा अते पिठा या तो 10 कम बियार को ले बड़े छे गाम बोलियो तो देबो दही पास में अखन काकी को पुतो दौड़ल नहीं आइ हाँ किचन दही ना और या का रखे आती के कता बनते जल्दी आको डुबिला न हुन्छ
इसको हाँ तो हम अपन लेते हैं लाही लहा सुधार कत्ते सुधारते हैं हम केला के ने सधा दल के ओकरा के हाल के नहीं तो ओकर साथी सब बेसी छै ने ओकर साथी छै ओकर साथी 5 छै कहां से ले ई डाल निकलते अपन चौका पर ने तो ई हम अपन लेते त ई सुधार लेते बोलिया नहीं भेलै ये तो 8 को टाइम से 8 सधा तो हमरा पर जे जेते से हमरा पर कॉल एते एकरा छै एते तब तो 8 सधा तो हमरा पर जे वो तो 22 टा से बेसी 23 टा से बेसी पकड़ा सड़ा न बात तो पागल हो ना अब नहीं खिलावे छ तोरा ये का था बोलिया मुनिया भेले सुधाई को डालने मुझे ये कर उनका ये कम दिल मार रुपया घुसा ए टोपी बाजी
बड़े गुरु महाराज जी का प्रचार निकाल हो
Munni's uncle has invited 200 guests to his son's haircutting ceremony. His close relatives, work colleagues from town, village friends, and his caste fellows, kayasths from the neighborhood. The ground where the ceremony will take place is prepared according to custom. Munni's cousin is 2.5 years old and has never had his hair cut. A boy's first haircut is a major event in his life. It marks his growing up, his transition from being a baby to boyhood.
माँ यहाँ को दिखा रहा हाँ दिन वही घर में वही असरा पर दी वही ठंड खेलते खाली कहाँ से वही घर में
A festival in the village provides the characters for Leela's painting. In tempera colors, she tells a story that has been told for generations. But as with all retellings, Leela's is her own. The world Munni shares with her family and village has an enduring past, but it is shaped in different ways by each person who lives here.
हाँ से क्या उड़ीद के
Munni's choices have been enlarged by Leela and her grandmother. They introduced her to the art of Mithila painting, and soon she will trade her pen for colors. In the style and spirit she has inherited, Munni will paint pictures of a world that is her own.